You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1, KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Thursday, March 19th. Good morning, Emil.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Kendall.
What's up?
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Got a great show lined up for you today. As usual, tons of things to give away, including 2 opportunities to win tickets for Pussifer this Saturday. I'm going to hook you up with that. Tickets for, yes, your Tucson Roadrunners. Why you want to go to that show?
I would absolutely love to go to that show. That's amazing.
We got tons of things to give away today, including 1 opportunity to win tickets for Pussifer. There you go.
I see what you did.
I got you. You're good.
Thank you.
All right, and then tickets for your Tucson Roadrunners, and of course tickets for Shinedown, just to name a few. As far as the listener bait, and lots of content to get to too, because the world is a crazy place. A lot of things being revealed in real time. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the excitement of aliens.gov, and that's not a movie. We'll talk about how Pokemon Go pretty much did all the dirty work and heavy lifting for AI tracking and stuff. We'll talk about fun things to debunk.
Current things.
Yes, and Afroman versus an entire county sheriff's department. That is the funnest story that we're going to get to with lots of video and content and songs that Afroman's been cranking out, basically diss tracks going after individual sheriffs. And the whole thing is messy, and I don't want to reveal too much yet, but we will get to that as well. So it's going to be a fun show. Let's focus here on locally, though. First and foremost, because right now the kids are on spring break, and the trouble is out there, right? Yeah. There was a shooting last night at the Park Place Mall.
Yeah.
And you just got to stay diligent and be aware of your surroundings. We know we live in the Wild West.
Nah, don't make excuses. This is like the 4th in a week, man.
It happened a lot. It happens in our neighborhood a lot.
Yeah, kind of close to it.
Yeah,
it happens in the country a lot too. I feel like you always have to be aware of your surroundings, like you said, no matter where you are.
But we shouldn't have to. I mean, we should, but we shouldn't have to in that sense.
So, well, I know we shouldn't have to, but you just got to. Is there a difference between you shouldn't have to and got to?
Yeah, totally.
Well, what are you going to do?
Complain about it. I don't know. Do something about it.
Yeah.
Be vigilante. Go out there and kick their butts.
I mean, honestly, Kendall was dressed up like a superhero yesterday, and I felt like if she was in that outfit at the Park Place Mall, dropping some kicks, it would have ended it. But basically, what happened was it was teenagers and an issue, and they popped off, and 2 people got shot, and that was just at the Park Place Mall. There's incidences like this happening sporadically throughout the town. A lot of it is like young. Gangsta stuff, not good.
They're gangsters here.
I know. Well, and the reality is, it's unfortunate because you got to remember your mentality when you were a teenager at that age.
Nothing like this. These people are stupid.
Yeah, well, stupid.
They're stupid, but I was stupid in a different way. So were you. We had fun though. We had a lifestyle
Gangs
full
have
of
fun.
Yeah, they do. They have a
What are you
lot of
talking
fun,
about?
man. The Bloods and the Crips, man, those are some fun groups. Aren't
I don't
they?
think those are relevant in today's gang culture.
Yeah, whatever.
You're aging yourself, old man.
Who cares, man? They're classic.
Isn't that funny how Bloods and Crips is like old timey stuff now?
But when you say, I know, right? But when you say Bloods and Crips, it's just like a generalization of like major gangs, Well,
for people over 40. Yeah, for sure. But I would say, honestly, I was of that mentality at that age because I was dumb and I didn't care. Right. Mm-hmm. And so being in the moment, didn't care, it's a dangerous recipe. And the reality is these instances of making a split decision could affect the rest of their lives. But when you're at that age, you're not thinking about the rest of your life. Right, you're only thinking about that moment right then and there, and that's the unfortunate part because lives get ruined when stuff like this happens.
Should I shoot this person or not? Man, big decisions.
Well,
right?
I was like, is she watching? Oh, does she think it's hot? Okay, Pop. No, I don't know.
Horrible culture.
It is horrible culture, but that, mixed on a bunch of stuff. In fact, actually, the shooting course last night, that's important to note because that is in our own backyard. And, I think they did find, they have people in custody because of that. And our friends that work at the different places in Tucson, Park Place Mall, they're safe and that's good. And it was kind of isolated in that situation. It wasn't one of those instances that was looking to mow everyone down. And that's good. You got to silver line things, right? But I
love you, dude. Here's some fun.
I'm trying to find a positive here. We're starting the day.
I need this in my day sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It just goes to show, Tucson be wildin' for sure. In fact, the other day they busted someone they're calling the Hello Kitty Road Rager. Did you see the story in the tale of the Hello Kitty Road Rager?
No. Is this a new gang?
No, you would think.
I would join it. That sounds like something I'm a part of already. Don't know it.
Yeah, well, do you have a Hello Kitty sticker on your car?
I do not, but I do have road rage.
Oh, well, then you better slow it down because Hello Kitty sticker actually helped solve the case of a local road rage shooting. They arrested 29-year-old man, David Cedino, after a road rage incident where he allegedly shot into another car, hitting 2 teenage girls in the legs.
God.
Yeah, this is crazy. The fact that he had a Hello Kitty sticker on his car, you would think he would not be so problematic or so prone to react in such a violent way. You think Hello Kitty is a signal of peace and UNIFEF and, wearing pink underwear.
And UNIFEF?
UNIFEF
and pink underwear.
You guys don't know that slang? It's on certain chat groups. I don't want to get there. But
okay.
Yeah. But the victims were able to identify his vehicle because he had a distinct Hello Kitty sticker and a custom license plate that probably read something like Kitty. Now, police tracked his car to his home where they found him, learned that someone had even removed the sticker and plate afterward to try to hide the evidence. The problem is when you remove the sticker, the Arizona sun pretty much gives it a permanent little...
Yeah.
It's
there forever.
Suntan.
It's like a chalk outline of a Hello Kitty on your car. You didn't do too good of a job. Now he's facing multiple charges, including serious charges. Aggravated assault, drive-by shooting, the whole thing. That's just another scenario. So the moral of the story is if you're going to commit crimes, maybe don't roll around in a car that screams Hello Kitty girl era, so because it makes it easier to get caught. Initially, when I read the report, I was right off the bat, I'm like, oh, it was probably like a 19-year-old girl, something like that. Maybe a 21-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Maybe a 23-year-old girl. That's as high as I'll go.
Because
I'm not
sense.
switching sexes. And he called me sexist for assuming the case, but I'm like, it gotta be a girl. And it's like, no, it was 29-year-old David.
Yeah. He's driving his girlfriend's car.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, yeah. Be patient. I will say this, though. Whenever anyone wants to pull in front of me, I just let them go.
Yeah, just do it.
I don't know how to let go of my road rage. I need some tips. Like stories like this should scare me.
Yes.
You don't want to be shot.
In my mind, I know I don't want to be. And in my mind, I'm like, I road rage clean. I'm not going to pull a gun on someone, but I'm going to yell at you inside my car.
Is that because you don't have a
alone.
firearm on you?
Yeah, pretty
much.
much.
If you were strapped and you were in your car, I don't know.
And the problem is you road rage somebody and they road rage back and you're the one that doesn't have a gun.
Right.
Then you're outmatched. So the
I'm
point,
confused now.
The
You
only
want
way
me
to
to get
prevent
a gun?
that, no, I want you to not road rage, right?
Yeah.
I do the same thing with my girlfriend. She road rages as well. It's always the shortest little dainty chihuahuas that get angriest and want to bark at the ankles. But the point is, you're still going to get there at the same amount of time that you're going to. So if you're going to do anything today to make a difference, let the person go ahead of you and be the change you want to see in this world. I know I'm a hippie, but I just want to try to turn our negatives into a positive. Hey, if the world is burning, I'm going to be like, hey, let's go into the pool,
Oh, let's make some s'mores. There's a fire? Yeah.
Anyways, we do have a great show lined up for you today. It's not all gloom and doom. In fact, I'm going to hook you up with a pair of tickets right now. Do you want to go see Pussifer? Oh, yes. You want to see Pussifer this Saturday, or Pussifer, however you want to announce or pronounce it. Maynard's going to be taking over the Arizona Financial Theater stage this Saturday. And if you're down to make that road trip up to Phoenix this weekend, caller number 69, those tickets will be yours. 600 KFMA, 605-362. Don't forget, we're also giving you a keyword at 6:30 so you could bring home $2,026 so KFMA can pay your bills. Lots of good reasons to stick around, so please do so. Here's Green Day, When I Come Around on Rock 102.1.
Cap if he wasn't.
All right, we're back here live on the podcast broadcast. Welcome to the show. Going to get live on the air here. And yes, I did compare short women with anger issues to chihuahuas. Sorry.
That's probably why it's my favorite dog.
Yeah, probably is. All right,
Yeah.
we're going to get on the air. And I see Jeff commenting first. I think he's on the wrong YouTube stream. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Today, it seems like it's just an odd day of just completely dedicated to the state of Florida. It's not. It just happens to be one of those news cycles where Florida is dominating in many ways. That includes our Florida man story of the day. So let's do that.
Florida man, catch an alligator in the trash can. If you can't do it, no one can. Come on now, Florida man.
All right, our Florida man right here. As you can tell, I have a video pulled up here of said Florida man in question here, as police in Florida were chatting up a 28-year-old suspect named Chase Cruz. It's a badass name,
Chase
man.
Cruz.
Chase
Oh.
Cruz.
Florida man.
That's your parents setting you up to be a criminal.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if your name is Chase Cruz and police are like, hey, excuse me, stop, I want to talk to you. What do you think Chase is going to do?
Not stopping.
That's right.
And he's going to cruise.
Yes, he's going to cruise off, and you're going to have to chase him. Yeah, because Chase suddenly ran off. In fact, actually, let's watch this video. Let's see what happens here. And
As you can see in his
spoiler alert,
eyes.
yeah, he's a runner. You can see in his eyes that he is a runner. Let's check it out.
Before we ask you any questions,
Yep.
have a lawyer present. Hey! Come on, running. White male, blue shirt, white shorts, southbound on Peninsula.
He looks like a track star.
Yeah, so he ran right off the bat here. So there weren't a lot of places to go, so he did jump into a Halifax River where he actually swam pretty far in it. And the officers used paddle boards to catch up with Chase. That's what you're seeing. And then they hauled him back to shore. So these Florida cops, they know, they're just like, oh, you going in the river? Cool. I have 7 years of paddle boarding experience and training to go in here. So they're pretty fast then. He just...
I wonder how often that happens. People trying to escape by water.
All the time. But a lot of times the cops don't get them. The gators do. So, yes. Chase...
At that point, he's like, help me. About to drown.
I'm about to get 8.
I hope this is
Yeah.
in GTA 6 so bad.
Oh, it will be.
Paddleboard cops.
Paddleboard cops will definitely be a thing in GTA 6 when it's released in 2032. He was charged with loitering, prowling, and resisting arrest. And the moral of the story is don't give your Florida man son such a Florida man name, and maybe he wouldn't run from cops and try to swim away. And get
They're
caught
cuffing
like this.
him in water, it looks like.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
They don't have around. I like the short shorts these cops are wearing,
Right?
dude.
That
Or do
dude's
they-
like Barbie pink paddleboard.
yes.
That's pretty sweet.
The video is amazing. Got to check it out on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Also, we're going to start our top story of the day, which is our beef of the week, Afroman versus the police. This story is as wild as it sounds. You got to see the unedited version, youtube.com/beefvegan. But we'll be back with more after music from Rage Against the Machine and STP on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, good old Chase. And a bunch of people waiting for him on the way out, ready to go. Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for getting the down low on this Afroman drama because I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you asked, but I'm going to have to record this and do a bunch of stuff. Now, the thing with this Afroman story as well is we have to record it because I'm going to have to edit it for playing it back. Because when I get into the rap battle beefs songs that he released, it's expletive for sure, right? Now, we all know and love
it's Afroman.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's get into that here. Okay. Rock 102.1 KFMA, it's Beef Vegan Presents. As you know, as you're joining us here visually on the podcast broadcast, it is time for the beef of the week. And today's beef of the week is a legend versus the police. Oh, yes. I'm talking about Afroman here. And you know Afroman, you love Afroman. He, of course, has the song Because I Got High.
Yeah, classic.
We play it every 420. right? You can't avoid it. It's everywhere. And since then, he's been able to create a legacy and a career. But, Afroman has had some situations and run-ins with his local police in Ohio. And so this beef of the week is Afroman versus a group of Ohio cops. And somehow the weapon of choice was diss tracks. You don't F with Afroman unless you get some of that smoke. Now, police raided his home, found nothing. And so Afroman did what any rational adult would do when they're a victim of this type of police abuse. He turned the raid footage into viral songs roasting them and then beat them in court. Now here, as we start, there are several songs that I have to get into here with Afroman. And we'll start off with I'll start off with the lighter one. Okay. The lighter one here is a banger that he dropped when he had a lawsuit, basically talking about a specific Adams County sheriff deputy and calls her out in it and even shows images and I think possibly AI images in this. So I just want to play it because it's so good. So let's check out this first diss track that Afroman did against Deputy Lisa, I believe.
Afroman will bring it to ya. Afroman is gonna do ya. Afroman is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. Brian Newland is a flag. William is a pedophile. If I'm telling folks the truth, how come I have to go to trial? Newland sexting kids, that's true. Now he's stealing my money too. My proof's on the internet. Afroman will bring it to ya. Afroman is gonna do ya. Afroman is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet.
Now, this was the first one, or basically setting up the trial and all the different cops that were going to sue him. 7 in total. 7 sued him for defamation of character. Now, again, all this was started because they raided his house.
Yeah.
Right.
False information. Whatever the information that they were looking for, they found nothing. Nada.
Trafficking in drugs.
Yes.
Nothing.
Right. Absolutely zilch. He had nothing. He was clean. He wasn't doing anything illegal. He has a persona of that marijuana, but that's pretty much it. And so when they went in there, they broke down his door, and he alleges that money went missing from his house, about $400.
And where does he live again? Where is this happening?
Ohio. Yes.
Ohio?
This happens
What part,
in Ohio.
Do we know?
Yes, Adams County. Now, so then after that, he went on to release this diss track. I think this is the one that made him cry. Officer Lisa here. So here, let me pull this up and let's hear this one. I believe this is the song in question here.
Lick 'em low, Lisa.
There it is.
Came to town. She ate all the pussy all around. From Adams County to the 275. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Licking every pussy alive. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Pussy like
Oh my.
pizza. Sometimes she won't lick 'em low. Lisa. Lick 'em low, Lisa.
Because I don't want to get
Good
banned
place
off
to stop,
YouTube. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, now that is just a satire. Before YouTube kicks me off the stream, that is not what it looks like, but it's implied. What it looks like is what it's supposed to imply, and of course, there was actors there. Now, Officer Lisa did not like that, surprisingly, right?
Yeah.
Even though it was an homage, I mean, he just kept going creative with everything, attacking every single cop that was involved in his raid and his basically harassment that he was suffering on behalf of the Adams County Sheriff Department. right? And he kept dropping banger after banger. He did not stop there. In fact, actually, he dropped another one where he just straight up implied that one of the officers that were involved that potentially ate his mama's lemon pound cake. Right? That was one of the accusations. Like, you came to raid my house. You saw the delicious lemon pound cake on my counter, and then you got distracted because you wanted to eat my lemon pound cake. So Afroman did what any reasonable person would do in response to another man trying to eat his lemon pound cake. He allegedly slept with that sheriff's wife and then made a song about it. Right?
That's what you do.
That's what you do. And in case you don't know that one, listen to this.
Randy Walters is the son of a bitch.
Every sheriff.
I fucked his wife and got filthy rich.
Pictures of his wife. This was a bop.
It's my dough. Stop stealing my dough. Stop disconnecting my video. It's my dough. Stop stealing my dough. Stop disconnecting my video. It's my dough. Stop stealing my dough. Stop disconnecting my video. It's my dough. Stop stealing my dough. Stop disconnecting my video.
All right, so that's pretty much just a couple of examples of just the songs, the audio assault that he launched against the Adams County Sheriff's Department, again, because he was a victim of this harassment, and it kept going. And so all 7 sheriffs that are mentioned in all these songs, they had issue with it, and they went to trial. In fact, actually, the sheriff in the last one where he talked about sleeping with his wife, he was heated, as you could tell in this testimony footage that we acquired. Check this out.
So you're claiming that is the defamation statement, is that he said he had sex with your wife?
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light?
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
He's looking around like, tell me, is she cheating on me? I don't know. I'm here because I want answers. I heard this song and I was like, bitch, you cheat on me with Afroman? This guy is the perfect example of somebody who just kind of got forced along school and then into a position of power and just dumb. He looks like he's got 3 brain cells fighting amongst themselves, right? Like jaw gaped, sitting here just like, and he gets even angrier, and he goes on to kind of plead his case while asking for anyone in the courtroom to let him know definitively, did my wife bang Afroman?
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just want to ask that question because you said we don't know. I just
been with that woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. And it's a problem.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of?
You've been with her.
He knows.
Well, you've been with her since middle school. How about you talk to her, right? You conversate with her and ask her, like, hey, babe, did you bang Afroman? It's a yes or no, you know?
Yeah.
And she skirts around it. Maybe she did, you know? But at the same time, if this is I've only been with one woman in my life, sir. And Afroman's been with lots of women and my wife. she doubled my numbers, my body count. And I'm upset about that. So I'm here in court.
Is it a thing that can be verified, true or false?
Ask your client.
Okay. Why not ask your wife, dude?
Yeah, why are you not answering the question? It's so frustrating.
I know, but yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, which ones? And the thing is, this obviously did not stop here. It gets a little more graphic when they went on to cross-examine other people. Like Afroman's lawyer actually quoted WAP by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, while questioning the ex-wife of former officer Sean Grooms. Now, this is not the wife in question that cheated on the previous officer, right? But, they were dragging in ex-wives in this trial. It was salacious, dude. And this is a pretty funny exchange as well. So I want to share that with you. Check this out.
I'm so excited.
30 years.
Got into the mind of kids pretty well.
Yes.
When they would play Mr. Foreman's song Lemon Pound Cake, did they take that as a literal fact from your observations?
No.
Were they laughing and joking about it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are you familiar with the song WAP?
I think I've heard it.
Sorry, no, strike that. I'm going to give you the complete song.
WAP.
And then summarize it because I only want to say it once.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the song Wet Ass Pussy?
There it is.
Yes.
Cringe.
Is that a rap song?
It is.
Has your students played it in class?
Once, and I asked them to please turn it off.
That's fair.
When they were listening to it, did they think that was fact?
No.
Well, it
Did they
is.
think that was depicting anything in real life?
No.
So you didn't have to teach them that wasn't real?
Right. No, I did not.
You've heard the song, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you believe it's a literal interpretation?
No.
Would you agree it's derogatory towards women?
No.
Even
There you
though
go.
there's nasty things about them?
Yeah. No. I mean, it's the artist's opinion, I guess. That's the way I feel.
You know what? She's got the right answer. So this is definitely a woman who's listened to WAP
that's
more
my
than
girl.
once. Yeah.
That's
She's-
my girl right there.
She's definitely heard it more than once. And then she's like, no, actually, it's a song about female empowerment. In fact, my husband was so against, a wet ass pussy that I divorced him because he didn't understand the value in that, right? So, yeah, that's just kind of like the tip of the iceberg of how this trial has been working out. It's been a circus from the get-go. But again, this happened a couple years ago when the initial raid happened, I think 2022.
Yeah.
And then from that, Afroman still feeling like he's not only a victim of, false accusations, but this raid that his door got broken into, but then also a victim of theft.
Right.
And the sheriff's department basically showed zero accountability for any of that, didn't reimburse him for any of that. And so what he did was take the footage that he owned, which was his own security footage, and then to create these songs. And essentially, he's like the Weird Al of dirty hip hop limericks, right? He'll take a banger of a classic, whether it's a lullaby or a children's song, and then he'll turn it into an X-rated version of whatever tale he wants to tell. And he's become very successful doing that. So we're back on the air, Rock 102.1 KFMA, as we've been deciphering this case of Afroman versus the Adams County Sheriff's Department. And it's been a wild case so far. And now I want to share with you how Afroman literally owned the entire cross-examination and the stand. When he took the stand and they cross-examined him, he basically pled his case and why he was a victim and why is he sitting on trial pretending the predators are the victims in this situation. That's a quote from him. I'll let him say it because he said it best. This was fascinating, wildly entertaining. This was in the court of Ohio in Adams County. Check this out. This is Afroman being cross-examined.
No, I posted it because the sheriff's never supposed to raid my house in the first place. The whole raid was a mistake. All of this is their fault. If they hadn't wrongly raided my house, there would be no lawsuit. I would not know their names. They wouldn't be on my body. They wouldn't be on my home surveillance system. And there would be no songs, nothing. My money would still be intact, nothing. So all of this is their fault.
Yeah, don't you like how he's wearing basically an Apollo Creed-like American suit, customized American flag top to bottom, because he's there as a defender of freedom of speech.
Patriot.
Yeah, that's exactly what came to mind. He is a patriot.
Well, it is. It's the First Amendment. He has the right to film them in public areas doing this stuff, as long as he's not impeding an investigation,
exactly,
which he's not. He has every right to do this. And it's also defamation on him when they say, well, you're being investigated for trafficking and drugs, and they find out that he's not. Well, hey, it works both ways, guys. So.
Absolutely. And then there's going to be people who don't read the follow-up or the conclusion of said allegations and just assume that that crime is something that he committed.
Yeah.
Right. And that's going to follow him as well. Oh, they continue. We got more footage from inside the trial. Check this out. This is the officer crying to the playback. So they played back the diss songs to the officers, right? And just to see their reactions. And then, of course, the waterworks came and all the good acting. Unfortunately, I can't play all that right now because I'm afraid there is some expletives potentially. Yeah.
Good stop.
So, yeah, it's a good stop. Lick 'em Low Lisa was the name of that song. It's a banger. Definitely has some auto tune in it. Like shout out Zapp and Roger. Definitely inspired on that one.
Like, when is Afroman gonna write a song about anybody else? Like, that is like, peak. You peaked. You're not going to get cooler than this, Lisa.
Right. Yeah, well, let's listen to Lisa's response here on the stand in court. Wait, it's still going. And she's just crying the entire time. Well, that's like, it's like, you want to nod along. When you can't dance, you cry. That's what happens, like that's the body's response to a banger beat. When they know that you're restricted on dancing, then the body just breaks down in tears.
Maybe it's so soulful. She's like, oh, this is beautiful.
Yes. It makes her think of all the ex-girlfriends that, she allegedly did things to.
Everything reminds me of her.
Yeah. Now, Afroman did some mic drop moments here in the court, and he laid down the facts one more time, and I think it just out of respect for this entire wild case that he was involved in, that we play this clip for you now. So this is Afroman, and again, he was found not guilty of all these allegations. All 7 cops tried to sue him for defamation of character. All 7 cops lost in a court of law. This is Afroman laying down his final facts here.
And the more lies, outrageous lies you tell about him, the more money you can make, right?
Fact, they never should have came to my house in the first place.
Boom.
Fact, if they hadn't came to my house, they wouldn't have put themselves on the video camera and in my music career.
Boom.
All of this is their fact. All of this is their fault. And they have the audacity to sue me. These people and you are the predators and the victim at the same time.
Wow.
So what they did, searching your house, gave you the right to do everything you
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech, after they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do. Sure. And I think I'm a sport for doing so, because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, flip them off on their surveillance cameras, then try to play the victim and sue them.
Bam. That's
And was he wrong about any of that stuff, though?
He wasn't wrong about any of it.
So
and the jury found that he wasn't wrong about any of that. And if you weren't a fan of Afroman before, you're probably a fan of Afroman now. I mean, absolutely amazing. Well done. Way to stand up, for yourself against this. And really, you fight injustice with creativity, art, and the power of your reach, and turn it into banger songs. In fact, there's another video I'll show you on the podcast broadcast where he incorporates just live footage of the crowd singing along, like to Lick 'em Up Lisa and Lemon Pound Cake. And these are banger videos, low quality, but still, it's like, it's the best way
part of the charm.
Yeah, get the point across. So there you go. Our beef of the week was Afroman versus the Adams County Sheriff's Department. And we're definitely siding with Afroman on this beef. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Be back with more after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. But first, I did promise you that Lemon Pound Cake music video, and I plan on delivering that too, because this Lemon Pound Cake video is good shit as well. The Lick 'Em Up Lisa I can't necessarily play.
I think we need Afroman for president after this. He's well spoken.
He
understands right from wrong.
Yeah, no, he'll probably run. Let's see. There's
a local seat in
Ohio. Yes. All right. So I'll play this. This will play some of the video, and it's more footage from the trial, which is hilarious here.
Mr. Cooley, sorry, Sean, you were called Officer Poundcake.
Multiple times. You raised hundreds of pound cakes at work from different people.
Lucky.
And
This guy's getting pound cakes at work. I receive hundreds of pound cakes at work from multiple people. That's a gift, sir. You get pound cake, and you obviously haven't skipped all of them.
Yeah, if you're saying that, then that's definitely going to be your nickname.
Yeah,
you're
Officer Pound Cake now.
The context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but you'd have to ask him that question.
No, it means you don't understand the question. Very simple, directed towards you, but here's this music video for you.
Defense Exhibit B.
Exhibit B for banger.
Okay.
This
He must
song,
have been stoked during this trial.
Yes, this song is so good.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some living pound cake. Mama's living pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice.
Lemon pound cake.
He wanna put down his clock. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake.
They're loving it.
Oh.
He's an Adams County Sheriff. He's hungry and he's big as hell.
So stupid. It's good.
For weed. Then he smelled another smell. What was that?
Like, watch it, officer. This is why they call you Officer Pound Cake.
Lemon pound cake, trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake, he's a family guy. Lemon pound cake, because he got high. Lemon pound cake, he sees my cake and my porno man combo boom.
Goes on forever. I mean, it's great that Afroman continues to put out bangers at this age, you know. So there's an underground scene for that. People love the lemon pound cake. Lots of people. Let's see what his response is to that. Obviously, he doesn't seem like a fan. Let's find out.
Stop it there. So you've seen Exhibit D, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You would admit that's you with the glasses walking by the lemon pound cake on the counter?
Yes.
And that is security footage from the search of Mr. Foreman's residence?
I assume, yes.
But there's no question that's you during the search.
Yes.
There is question.
No, that was me, yes. Absolutely.
There you go. So he admits that he is Officer Pound Cake, and that was good. That's another win. So wins all the way around. Dubs for everybody. All right, let's hit the reset here. We got more coming up right after this, including Mark Zuckerberg's $80 billion midlife crisis fail. We'll talk about that next. Be Vegan Presents. But first, we touched on this. Let's see. Oh, I got it queued up, and here we go. Actually, like inevitably, the Florida man would evolve and stop doing weird stuff.
Things, yeah.
Have no fear. The Florida government is here, and they just banned a bill that was proposing to make marrying your first cousin illegal. And they said, nah, not in this state. Freedom.
We got to keep those stories alive. It's good for tourism.
Yeah. So Florida lawmakers tried to pass a bill called HB 733 that would have made first cousin marriage illegal. You think on the surface it's open and shut.
Yeah.
Not in Florida. That bill failed to pass before the legislative session even ended, mainly due to gridlock and running out of time.
Okay.
And because of that, marrying your first cousin is still legal in Florida.
Well, let's say it
Everybody
had passed.
rejoice.
Right.
What if it had passed? What would happen to all the people that are already married to their cousin?
Nullified.
Does it become void?
Yes, dude.
Oh,
Are they grandfathered in?
No,
Right.
dude. No. It's not recognized in the eyes of the Lord or the law. You shouldn't marry your first cousin.
The Lord of the law? Is that what the
Lord and the law? Those are two things that Floridians, covet the most. The Lord and the law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And lewd behavior on beaches. But if you wanted to throw in an extra L. But the Lord and the law is first, actually right there on top. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. Now, if it did pass, the state would have stopped recognizing the marriages starting in 2026, which is this year.
Now.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, so starting immediately. Now Florida remains one of a minority of U.S. states where it's still allowed. So if you have a crush on your cousin, you got to move to, the South. Basically, all the states are right there. Arizona doesn't have a legal right to marry your first cousin.
I feel like everybody's known this, so it's like the South is like coincides with cousin marriage.
Yes, cousin effers, the way to be.
Sounds like second cousins are up for grabs still, though.
You got a hot second cousin?
No, I don't.
You got a hot third cousin?
No, I don't have very many cousins in general, but I'm just throwing it out for the people that are interested in their second cousin,
Yeah, you say it, and now you're walking it back. Here's the reality. You're born and raised in Tucson, right?
Yeah.
And you dated in Tucson?
Yeah.
It's a small town. Did your parents, were they born and raised in Tucson?
For the most part, yeah.
Are you saying she's inbred?
I'm just saying no.
Yeah.
I'm just saying statistically speaking, you probably crossed DNA at some point. If your parents were born here in Tucson and raised, and there's a good chance that there was some second or third cousin fiddling, maybe even a half brother you didn't even know about.
I love this genetic stock. You turned out really well, by the way, if this is true.
No, I'm not saying your parents are cousins. I'm saying you probably did some hand stuff with someone who might have been related with you.
And that I didn't know was my cousin.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah. You would have enjoyed it more if you'd known.
No.
Well, anyways, first cousin marriage still legal in Florida. Another reason to visit Disney World this summer. It's gonna be a good time.
That makes a lot of sense. You know what? Get married there, first cousins. It's a magical kingdom.
Right. So congrats, Florida. Love wins again. And that just means we're going to be loaded up on Florida man stories for the inevitable future. We're going to hit a reset, debut a brand new game with you next, and Beef Vegan Presents. Keep it right here. Troco 2.1 KFMA. Let's hold that thought. And yes, I guess you could marry your first cousin in Florida, which Kendall was like, hey, I can only do the show till the end of the year. I got to go fall in love with my cousin here real quick. You don't have any hot cousins, so don't worry. You ever have a crush on your cousin growing up, Emil?
No.
All right, I thought it was a Bisbee thing.
A Bisbee thing to just love your cousin, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
That way.
Let's talk about real quick before we get on the air, talk about Zuckerberg. I know that you have opinions about Val Kilmer's next movie, which apparently he's set to appear in an upcoming movie, 100% AI Kilmer. But the story behind this is kind of sweet in a way. So I'm on the fence as to whether or not I should be like anti Val Kilmer AI movie or pro for the sake of the family. So what do you know about it?
I know that in 2020 he was slated to make a specific movie. I can't remember what it's called.
It's As Deep as the Grave, accordingly.
Ooh,
I know. It's a little too close to home.
Yeah, a little gauche. But he was dealing with throat cancer and wasn't able to work on the movie, and he succumbed to that. And his daughter okayed the rights to his AI likeness and voice and all that stuff, essentially putting him into this movie. My whole thing is, I don't know if do you know if he was like okay with this too? Was there talks about
he was, like you said, casted 5 years before this,
right?
When he was alive, right before all of the, tracheotomy and procedures he had done. apparently his son and daughter are supportive of it. So it's kind of like
supportive of taking that Kilmer
it's like,
money.
oh, we already casted you, so now we're doing it, and they're giving us the okay. We're doing it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the question is, you don't know if he wanted to do it because he was passionate about the project, or he was just getting a paycheck. Like, okay, yeah, this is what they're trying to cast me in. Whatever, I need the money.
Yeah.
And so I'll sign on to this. So at this point, it does seem like a cash grab for the kids. Or, I mean, on the surface, you could say,
like for the love of the game, almost like where he just wanted to make a nice movie and they wanted him in there.
Yeah, that's the debate we're going to get into on the air. Rock 102.1 KFMA. So we're talking about the new movie that is in production right now that's going to star Val Kilmer. But Val Kilmer wasn't alive to shoot a single scene. Now, the movie's called As Deep as the Grave. And as you know, Val Kilmer has passed away. But in 2020, he was cast for this film. Now, recently, his living son and daughter, signed off on his likeness to appear in this film. And my question on the surface is this like, the children being greedy in a way, getting a financial cash grab for this? Was this a project that Val was actually passionate about, or a project that he just agreed to do because working actors work? And he's just like, yeah, it's a gig, so I'll do it. And I'm not getting a slew of gigs offered to me at this point in my life and career.
I wouldn't say that about Val. I think he was pretty particular and passionate about his craft and what type of roles he wanted. According to the writer and director, they are saying this is what Val wanted.
Yeah, they're going to say that too, because they wanted, it's basically releasing like Tupac's first post-humanist album, right? You're going to make a bunch of money. This will be the experiment. Will people go out in droves to see an AI actor post-death, right? And mourn him that way?
I think so, just because this is kind of like the first of this really happening, at least to this level of like, I am a Val Kilmer fan. I'm pretty creeped out. I'm kind of in the middle, but like, I don't know. It's like curiosity is going to kill the cat. I think a lot of people are just going to be curious to see how it goes. I mean, there is already...
Technically, you're wrong. Throat cancer killed the cat. So let's just throw that out there. Secondly,
killed the bat.
Yeah, in this scenario and stuff, like if you pull up his entire resume of films, I know that there are going to be films on there, much like Nicolas Cage or even Bruce Willis. Like Bruce, I have a feeling this could have been a Bruce Willis type move. Now, Bruce Willis famously right now, of course, obviously is dealing with his own ailments, and it's very unfortunate. But before he did a slew of straight to DVD B movies for the fast cash thing. So, and I know they're not necessarily the same when it comes to artistic taste and everything, but Val Kilmer definitely was in movies for the sake of the paycheck and not just the art. And because, unfortunately, you're not getting offered everything.
Yeah.
And you could be that picky. And there was his documentary actually showcased how he torpedoed his career in a way. To really limit those opportunities that he was getting. So he almost would feel more desperate to be able to take these on. The cast that is going to be in this, Wes Studi, I haven't heard of him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know who he is?
Yeah, he's been around forever.
Okay. Tom Felton, I've heard of him, Felton. So that's good. And Abigail Breslin. So decent cast surrounding this, right? So, I mean, and if the movie's great, that's good. So, okay, so here's me looking on a positive side as far as his kids signing off on his likeness, right? Say they don't care about the money because the Val Kilmer estate was worth enough and they're good and they're content with that. But they want their father's legacy to live on and be able to see their father on the big screen one last time in all his glory. That would be sweet. That would be nice. And I could see that as the argument as to why they would sign off on this. But then the flip side of that coin is they don't care and they want the money.
Yeah.
Right. And it could go either way.
We don't know who these people are really. So, yeah, it could go either way.
Right. And I'm hoping it's the former, not the latter.
Yeah.
All right. So you're looking up some of his movies?
Yeah. So there's like, I guess just for a total, it says 103 that are associated with actor on IMDb.
Yeah. And they're not all Tombstone. And that's just, I know. And unfortunately, and I get it. Like, I know that you're a fan. And there was movies that he specifically picked for the purpose of art, but then he was also in Batman, and it wasn't a great Batman.
I was just going to say that, and it wasn't a great Batman.
Right. So,
well, he regretted that. That was part of, like you said, that documentary that he put out. Like, he does express that regret and just also the passion that he did have and what his goal was for acting.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, so you gonna line up and see this right when this comes out? Then you're excited about this or no?
I don't know. I'm really torn on this. I'm gonna have to think on this one. I'm not sure.
And I know that you're kind of anti this, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like it just opens up a whole box of like, well, in the future, we're going to be able to get any kind of actor we want, even like 50 years past. And it just kind of makes the actual actor in the present moot.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
And now we're having people work for nothing. We're just paying their estates.
I did find a quote that at the time, I guess, Val said that he was grateful to the technology company. As human beings, the ability to communicate is the core of our existence, and the side effects from throat cancer have made it difficult for others to understand me. The chance to narrate my story in a voice that feels authentic and familiar is an incredibly special gift, because they did use some AI.
They did that in
on
his documentary. In his
So-
documentary, they also featured a little bit of it in Top Gun, Maverick, right?
So I think he did kind of give his stamp of approval on this.
Yeah, but there's a bigger picture at play here, and that's the entirety of the industry and the direction of it, right? And so, and when it goes out, like what if, okay, let's say we're in a bizarre world. This movie comes out. It's critically acclaimed, right? And it gets nominated for all the awards. And then Val Kilmer's AI gets nominated for Best Actor, but Val Kilmer didn't act at all. And it's 100% just what prompts that did it, right?
Maybe there'll be an AI category.
That's what I'm saying. They'll obviously add a new category. And with future technology, who knows? Holograms might be back, or even his kids might be up there to, accept the award to a certain extent. It's weird. It's Brave New World territory.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it'll be interesting. So young Val Kilmer, old Val Kilmer, which one's going to be in this movie?
I think right before he got sick, the picture, he's casted as a priest, a Catholic priest. So he's looking kind of just like he was right before he got sick.
Weird. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep you updated on whenever there's going to be a release date for that. But it does look like that film is in production and close to being done. So probably by the end of the year, we'll see As Deep as the Grave with Val Kilmer.
Are you going to see it?
I mean, I'll see it on streaming services if I come across it. I'm not going to go to a theater to see it. But it doesn't look like a movie that I would necessarily go out to a theater to see anyways. It's not selling me too much. Yeah. So on the story or anything like that, don't know enough of it. But there it is. All right, let's talk about expensive midlife crisis. Our engineer Scott just turned 40, bought a Cybertruck.
I saw that. Oh, did he get a Cybertruck?
Yeah.
I saw his other Tesla out there, and I'm like, dang, dude.
No, yeah.
Nice looking car, but
the Cybertruck is his official midlife crisis. And I'm like, good for you. Right?
Is that what he described it as?
Yeah, that's what he described it. Self-proclaimed midlife crisis. I'm like, good. Some people, spend like $60,000 to $80,000 on a car. Others will dump $80 billion into a virtual reality company that will fail to take off. And that's exactly what Mark Zuckerberg did with Meta. And Meta has woes. So Mark Zuckerberg just killed the metaverse this week. Now that means $80 billion is gone and dead. So here's what happened, just to walk you through the fumble, the history of, Meta. And you remember this big talk. I mean, there was a huge push. Yeah. He said, this is the future. Basically, we're going to do what Nintendo. What's the Nintendo where you're playing all the
Wii?
Yeah, Nintendo Wii characters. And everyone's going to say, screw reality. Yeah. I want to be a Nintendo Wii character with no legs and live in a world where I could get sexually harassed and attacked by randos.
There's that picture of him walking through the audience with just a ton of people just hooked up to VR. And he has this, it's such a dystopian, horrible picture. I hate it.
It is. And look, most people, they weren't signed on from the get-go. Yeah. In 2021, he renamed Facebook to Meta, tells the world this is the future, changes the logo, forces every employee to pretend to care about virtual reality. In 2022, he spends about $15 billion on a company called Reality Labs. The avatars don't have legs. The rooms are empty. Nobody downloads the app. In 2023, he spends another $16 billion. Still no legs on the avatars. The stock crashes about 70%. Investors start screaming. And it continues to get worse from there. In 2024, AI takes over the entire tech industry overnight. Every company pivots. Zuckerberg quietly starts talking about AI instead of the metaverse. Right. And in 2025, Meta launched Llama. Suddenly, Zuckerberg's an AI guy. Nobody mentions the metaverse anymore. And in 2026, he finally pulled the plug, $80 billion in the trash, showcasing that he didn't just fail. He failed so hard that he had to rebrand his failure as a pivot.
Isn't he smarter than this, or is he really this stupid?
No, he took all his ideas from other people too. So.
In a way, yeah. I mean, that's documented in the Social Network.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But some people are calling this the most expensive midlife crisis in human history, and that's it's hard to argue there was more expensive midlife crisis. If Elon Musk had the money he has now at 40, then maybe he'd be a contender. But the one thing going for Mark Zuckerberg is that he was so young to amass so much wealth that he was able to blow $80 billion and still be considered one of the richest men in the world. Yeah. So he'll be fine.
Poor baby. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, but Metaverse is not. Metaverse is officially dead. 2026, RIP. All right, we're going to keep this conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Be back after music from Limp Bizkit and The Offspring on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, I never did the Metaverse. Did you ever do the Metaverse?
No, that was not in anything of interest to me.
Right. Yep.
I was off social media way before that too. And yeah, the VR thing too, it's just like, it's really dystopian. I think of that scene from WALL-E, the chubby people just kind of plugged in instead of living life. It's like the Matrix, I guess.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
The VR stuff is the Matrix?
Yeah, because we're already in the Matrix. So that's like, it's meta.
So Matrix within the Matrix.
It's meta.
Pick a metric. Yeah, well, that's why they call it meta, right?
Matrix squared.
Pick a Matrix, man. I'll take the original for 100.
Yeah, I'm all right with it.
Earlier this morning, we covered this. Check this out. Sublime Rock 102.1 KFMA Beef Figure Presents. Of course, we got Beef Games coming up a week from today at the Union, St. Philip's Plaza. That's going to be a great time. Tons of different games that we are going to play and give out thousands of dollars worth of prizes, including tickets for Disneyland. And some people are even asking online who apparently probably don't listen to the show, like, what is Beef Games? The games is the games that we play on the air, and then some games that we don't, and even brand new games that you probably never even heard before, like this one. I want to play a game between Kendall and Emil, but you probably seen this one online. It's called 20 Words or Less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically, I will give clues, no more than 20 words. You have to guess the phrase or word that I am describing. I got 5 rounds lined up here, right? Okay. And so, who wants to go first? And we'll try this out.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay, here we go. 13 words in this clue that I'm willing to give you. You have to guess it before those 13 words are up. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Streaming service.
Hulu.
Chill partner.
Netflix.
There you go. 1 point for Kendall. All right. You did that in 4 words. All right. Here we go. Emil. Morning regret.
A cereal.
Head pounding.
Coffee.
Too many drinks.
Liquor.
McDonald's saves lives.
Slop.
No.
I'm not.
Do I get to steal?
Yes.
Go for it.
Hangover.
That is
Hangover.
correct.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
I see what we're doing now. Okay. I'm a little slow to it. It's still a little early.
Emil's just also hungover.
All right. Here we go. Back to Kendall. 13 words. All right. Try to guess when. Swipe right.
Tinder.
Correct. All right. In 2 words. She's very good at this.
Yeah. Hey, good for you.
Yes. All right. Emil, this was made for you.
Okay.
Okay. This is a man's category. Okay. 13 words. Grown men pretend they're GMs.
They're GMs?
Yeah.
Boss?
Trash talk. Injuries ruin friendships.
Pass.
There's no pass. All right, Kendall, can you steal?
Video gamer?
No. Fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Let's see if you got this one, Kendall. All right. Subscription content.
OnlyFans.
That is correct. Right off the bat. Look at that.
Good job.
Kendall killed 20 words or less, and that may be a game that we play for Beef Games as well.
Oh, that's something to look forward to. I really love that one.
Well, look, you're not trying to win any prizes, but yes, we'll have more categories and have a lot of fun. Let's see if you get this one real quick. Okay, Emil, go on. I mean, you got to score 1.
I know, man. My pride's so damaged.
All right. Same clothes, sunrise, regret, avoid eye contact, text friend.
One night stand.
Close.
What? See,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Text friends lies. Do you know it?
I was gonna say one night stand too.
Walk of shame.
Oh,
Yes. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get into that. We have a game that we're going to be playing here right around the corner to give away tickets for Shinedown. But first, if you want tickets for your Tucson Roadrunners Friday, March 27th, the first person to call and say, I knew Kendall would win that game with a high insight prediction will win those tickets right now. 600 KFMA, 605-3662. Stick around. We got Shinedown tickets coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Is FTW for the win, as a lot of conspiracies seem to be coming to light as realities here. And there's two in particular that I want to talk about, as news has basically showcased this year is the year that the government's going to say, hey, aliens are real. And if you don't believe that, they just signed up on a website called aliens.gov. This is an actual website that's set to be live and they're ready to go. Tell me about aliens.gov, Emil.
Well, it's a government website that a lot of people are speculating that they're going to be doing the disclosure with. And the funny thing is there's movies that are lining up disclosure. I think the Spielberg movie that's coming out, which is supposed to be like kind of a sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Close Encounters
but
Third
like
Kind, yeah.
all these things I've always thought were like the lead up to disclosure. They're just doing a soft disclosure, getting everybody ready over like 40, 50 years.
Like Hollywood's involved in the soft disclosure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. And Close Encounters is actually a lot of people say is a true story too, but I digress. We'll go back to this. So,
have you ever seen that movie? It's a classic. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, and then music is the way to communicate.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I can see that. But so there's a lot of speculation with that. Personally, I think they're going to use this as a distraction from what's going on with a multitude of other things, with war, with the Epstein stuff. Hey, this is Project Blue Book.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, there's supposed to be like an Epstein list we're supposed to see.
Yeah, and pedophiles are supposed to be arrested.
That's crazy. There's
hung.
an elite pedophile ring that.
But guess what, guys? Hey, let's build a website about aliens.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
that makes
anyways,
sense.
yeah. So there's that part, and yeah, you can go into like Project Bluebeam, where this was like this thing where the government is creating this mass hysteria through holograms and sounds and all this new technology to make people believe that this is happening, so they can kind of all look towards the government for help, which they will give them a horrible way to help, but it'll end up kind of becoming part of like this new world order, essentially. One world government. That's the whole thing.
Fun.
Yeah, super fun. I love it.
Okay. But on the surface, the website will provide like the videos that they've been holding here for years, and then you have to decipher what is real, what's not. I mean, it's a tough time to do disclosure in the age of AI, right?
Exactly.
When everything is like questionable that you see on your phone, basically.
If you can find out that it was made before like 2019, then that's something that is more plausible as truth.
Yes.
Anything after that, it's like, no, grain of salt.
Right. Again, I'm one of the many that witnessed the Phoenix Lights.
Yeah, I remember that
in
90s,
person,
yeah.
100%.
I've seen him in Tucson. I've seen him in Tucson too. I've seen him in Bisbee. I got a really good Bisbee story that it's hard to talk about because people look at you like you're a weirdo.
I know. Yeah.
But it's like legitimate. I had other people witness it too. Yeah, so that's what's going on with aliens.
All right, so that's Conspiracy FTW about aliens. Aliens.gov is a website that it will be launching. And now as far as everything that happens after that, conspiracists are saying that this is actually problematic and it's a snowball effect, but we'll call it when we see it, right? As of right now, that's things that may happen, but what is happening, aliens.gov, is a reality. All right, now let's talk about the conspiracy that Pokemon Go was basically a way to collect real-world data and make the largest real-world data catch in AI history. Yeah, that's a real thing, but we'll interrupt there because we got to go on the air here real quick, just for a quick little fun break that, oh my God. All morning long, Kendall was talking about how bad she has to go number 2, right? And she didn't go. So I just throw it out there. She didn't go. So that's good. Hot girls don't go to the bathroom. And it's a good thing she didn't, because right now we're having a plumbing emergency in the building where pipes are overflowing and it smells like sewage. And, and it's just like, it looks something out of like a disaster movie.
Coming down the hallway.
Yes.
In the hall, yeah.
And you don't understand how lucky you are that you didn't go to the bathroom today, because 100% of the blame I would put on you, saying Kendall was backed up, used the bathroom, destroyed our plumbing system.
I feel #blessed.
Oh my God, you are so
really
effing lucky.
dodged a bullet there.
Oh my God, more than you even know, because seriously, I had poo jokes for days on deck, ready for you. So, I mean, it's an emergency. It's a problem that we're having here at the station, but luckily Kendall didn't contribute to it whatsoever. You didn't even do a dry wipe, nothing like that.
No, just peed.
Oh, okay.
Just urine.
I think that still might be enough, dude. I mean, I did flush. I mean, I went number 1 as well and flushed.
Well, it's funny because you were telling me about the private bathrooms. You're like, you want me to show you those? And I was like, no, we're good. And those are the ones that are flooding.
They're all flooding.
They're all flooding.
One.
Oh.
Yeah, we got somebody on the phone. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Beef, you should have called me, bro. It's Jose.
Jose, you're called. I mean, I don't know who they're calling for plumbing issues, and it's not necessarily my problem, but, I'll ask them who they got working, and I will have them call you if they don't have someone reliable. Apparently, there was a plumber here the other day.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Well, you didn't do it right. I'm already backed up.
I love it. Jose's ready, ready to go. It's
Getting
good to
that
know.
business.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure I give your number to Kendall, because I know she'll break another bathroom or two. That's just in her. So, all right, we got more coming up right after Limp Bizkit. Here's break stuff going out to Kendall. It's Rock on 2.1. Yeah. All right. Yes, Jose, I'll let you know if they need a plumber, all right?
Sounds good. Do you want me to give you the number or no?
I got your number. I'll write it down here.
Okay. All right, cool. Hit me up.
All right. Peace.
Later.
Love you.
All right, cool.
He gone.
I
know he loves me back. I don't need to hear it back. It's all right.
Yeah.
No.
I like how you had to say that to yourself to confirm it.
No, I know.
He loves me. He doesn't have to tell me. I know.
Yeah.
It's All right, let's see what we were saying here. When a dancing robot went completely off the rails,
it's so good.
smashed plates. Yeah, there's video.
What?
Yeah, it is.
It's
yeah,
hilarious.
this is
It was
legit.
like, I quit.
It went berserk, started breaking everything, smashing around, and 3 different employees had to restrain it. As again, just a dancing robot. Here's images of the robot in question here. Now the robot was wearing an orange apron printed with the words "I'm good," and it appeared to malfunction, meaning I'm not good. And so after it was basically restrained, things were able to calm down, and employees had to restrain it while dodging sauce covered hands, waving hands in the process. So it was there, it was dancing, and all of a sudden it just couldn't take it anymore. And I think I do have video right here. It's just,
the robot just had an existential crisis. It was
yeah, they didn't know how to turn it off
for today.
Yeah, and it's funny now until that that robot learns how to do the kung fu fighting dance, and then we're all doomed. All right, so there's conspiracists for the win here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. We'll hit the reset. When we come back, we'll open up the phone lines and play a game so you can win tickets for Shinedown. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Fast forward here. Let me fast forward here. Because we did a game, which was good, and then we did TikTok Tells Me, which is great. Following all the different trends and health. Banksy's identity was revealed. I want to share that with you on the stream as well. You got to see the picture of Banksy. But first, here's a round of TikTok Tells Me from this morning. Check it out. Health hacks, and also she does her due diligence to double check these health hacks to see if they're real or not. And here to debunk a few is Kendall with another round of TikTok Tells Me. What did TikTok tell you this week, Kendall?
So TikTok creators claim that sprinkling baking soda on an oil stain, covering it up with parchment paper, and running a hot iron over it will pull the grease out completely. Now, I do want to try this because I got my favorite pair of leggings that has oil stains on them.
What kind of oil?
Well, it's actually from chapstick. I don't know if it will work for this.
Oily chapstick, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw your eyes kind of like working there, Emil. Have you ever done something like this? You seem to always kind of do these outside of the box cleaning tips and hacks.
Other ways, yeah. But I'm curious about it. It could work. You know, I kind of want Kendall to try it out and report back to everybody.
Well, I need to borrow. You said you have an iron. I don't own an iron anymore because this isn't 1999. So,
ooh, so how do you keep your clothes like
steamer?
I
feel like
use
that's
a steamer.
the future. I thought everyone has a steamer now.
No, I don't have a steamer. I have an iron, which
I have an iron that has a steamer on it. So best of both worlds.
It is true. I think my iron has a steamer as well. I don't use it though because I usually end up spilling water out of it. It's a whole thing. But yeah, okay. So baking soda on said stain.
Right.
Then what?
The baking soda will absorb the oil and odors. The heat loosens and mobilizes the grease, and the parchment paper can be a barrier that helps transfer the oil.
Well, I mean, I feel like since you want to do this is already something that you kind of realize probably does work, right? So this is a trend that's on TikTok that may actually help everyone out.
Anything to save my beloved leggings.
Right.
So
are they Lululemon? Do they have the stupid little like sticker on the leg?
They're not Lulu. They're REI. And I thrifted them. They're from Goodwill because I don't pay REI prices. I tell you what. But
I wouldn't know the difference. But I did. Yeah. I swear I was when I was in San Francisco with my girlfriend, we're like walking around. I'm like, oh, you got a sticker on your leg. And she's like, no, it's Lululemon. I'm like, ew, that's what they do? Like, it seems just like, I understand you want a brand and everything, but it seems so out of place that it's like, it should be like less value with this random circle sticker.
It's like
right
there's a sticker on their leg, though, is it?
It's an imprint, so it's not a sticker. It just looks like a sticker. It looks like a little circle sticker, a little white sticker that would just be randomly on your leg, not in like a strategic place. It's just random, right?
Weird branding,
yeah. So when I saw it, I thought, oh, something stuck to your leg. And she's like, no, that's my brand, silly. Lululemon. It was a flex, but I was just like, that's a weird flex. Because I don't know. I mean,
you're calling me silly? You're the one walking around with a sticker on your leg.
I wouldn't let it go, too, for a good hour.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, well, that's part of my psychosis. So, anyways, you say this works, and this is something that might fix yours?
It's partially true. And we talked about a cleaning method last week, and it's kind of the same deal where it's like it can help reduce the oil stain, but it's not a guaranteed fix. If it can backfire if you set the heat too high or do it too long. Then it sets in the stain.
Keeps it forever.
So you have to hit the sweet spot of not doing it too long.
How are you going to know the sweet spot? Nobody knows the sweet spot.
I don't know. You just look. You pause. You take breaks. Do it slowly.
All right. Well, good luck to you and your precious REIs. Well, make sure you wear them after you try this, and I'll let you know if it works or not.
Right.
All right. What's another trend that TikTok told you?
All right. There's another trend on teeth whitening. They claim
I'm listening.
The creators claim that if you just mix some water with vinegar, salt, and then dip your toothbrush in it, brush your teeth, and it will whiten them naturally.
Okay.
Do people do this in the town of Bisbee?
I'm sure some do. A great way to do that is eggshells, crushing up eggshells.
To whiten your teeth?
Yeah, whiten, get your enamel back, pulverizing the eggshells and using that as toothpaste.
Okay. Do you do that and not use traditional toothpaste?
No, I use regular I don't use traditional toothpaste. I don't do the fluoride thing.
Yeah.
But
I knew you wouldn't. I did. What brand do you use and what does it do?
I use a brand called David's, and it's like nano hydroxyapatite.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a agent that bonds to your teeth without having the fluoride in there.
Probably buy it at Sprouts.
Buy it at Sprouts.
Is the fluoride in my teeth whitening toothpaste that I use making me gay?
Man, I don't want to go down that road.
No, you were gay before that.
Well,
was I gay before that?
Yeah,
All right, that's fair. Okay. So as far as this trend with the vinegar, does it make your teeth whiter? Yes or no?
It's risky. It's misleading. It might improve the appearance, but it's going to damage your enamel. So it's definitely not safe or effective.
And it's going to make your breath really stinky, too. Like vinegar breath all day long.
Oh, that's gross.
Like vinegar salt
gross.
breath.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I like my chips like that, not my
I feel
teeth.
like you're going to burn your gums, too.
I think that's the worst part of like Easter when you're dyeing eggs is that vinegar smell. So just imagine dipping your toothbrush in that and
every day.
Yeah, like gross, dude. Yeah, nothing about that seems appealing at all. Now you have to go down the rabbit hole and see if the eggshell technique works to build your enamel and make your teeth white. I never heard that before, but the earth provides. So what was the hat hack that you had?
All right. Well, this claim on TikTok says wearing a dirty hat can cause hair loss.
Makes sense.
I can't dispute it.
I mean,
do you not? I was like, this is the person I need to talk to about this. Do you wash your hats? How do you maintain your hats?
I mean, no, I buy new hats. I never wash hats. I just keep buying new hats when one hat gets dirty. I have right now accumulation, probably up to 100 hats. Most of them Tucson Roadrunner hats. I know.
Nice. Oh, that's a good collection, though.
Yeah, thank you. Only guys would appreciate that, but it's slightly obsessive where I'm like, I don't even know where to put all these hats.
Well, they make, I don't know. I feel like this is a very 90s thing. They made like a mold where you put your hat on to wash it.
Those never worked.
Not once do they work. Yeah. They were just a scam. And the dishwasher technique scam, that's just a way to ruin a hat.
Well,
once you wash a hat, I think the only proper way to clean a hat is to possibly dry clean it, which I've never done. But any other method, whether it's washing machine or dishwasher, will completely ruin the hat, the form of the hat. And for me, the hat is all about the actual form. I don't do dad hats. So I can't wash it.
A hat is something you just appreciate because time is fleeting. And then when it's done, you just bury it in the backyard, you know, and you have a little funeral service for it.
Honestly, I should be getting rid of some of my hats. I mean, half these hats are dirty. I'm not going to wear them, but I just don't know what to do with them.
But is it because it's dirty? Is that why the hair's thinning?
No, Rock 2.1 KF, welcome back. Beef Vegan Presents. Got to interrupt the round of TikTok tells me as we were back on the air. Going to wrap things up on the FM side, and then we'll continue the podcast broadcast and reveal to you Banksy and what Banksy it looks like and the backstory behind Robert, aka Banksy, and how his art went down almost immediately once the public saw his face, which is very insulting to a fantastic artist, one of my favorite street artists and modern day artists of all time. I would buy a Banksy, and before that I was like, hey, there's no possible way I could afford a Banksy, but if he keeps gaining weight, I'll give it another couple months, I'll get it. And all right, so let's get into our very last story before we wrap things up. This will be a beef tip of sorts as well. Now normally it's Kendall who goes through the TikTok trends. I have actual viral fitness trends that are backed by science as well. So it's not TikTok tells me, these are just straight up things that work according to science. As far as your beef tip, have you ever heard of Japanese walking?
Is that where you walk if you're Japanese? Maybe I have.
And and they're lean and fit. So become Japanese and start walking. That's healthy for you. Backed by science. No, it's where you alternate 3 minutes of brisk walking with 3 minutes of gentle pace for 30 minutes. In studies, they say this kind of group of walking increases thigh strength and aerobic capacity and lowers blood pressure. All right. So no exercise it's not linked to the exercise to longer life, but still, it's something. Japanese walking. If you feel like you're not in shape, you can at least Japanese walk.
Yeah,
it's very similar to like a marathon training theory where you do like 2 minutes walking, 2 minutes running, and cycle through that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. About 75 hard, right? Rico did this. And he was, he was a douche during it. Now he was.
Did he complete it?
He completed it. He completed it to his credit. 75 hard is like a mental and physical reset.
Okay.
That if you do set your mind to it and you do complete it, there are immediate changes to you in a positive way. So what it is for you to basically do 2 45-minute workouts daily, one of which is outside. Plus, you follow a strict diet. You drink a gallon of water. You read 10 pages a day, and a progress pic for 75 straight days.
I like that. That's cool. And he did that.
He not only did he do it, he's on 750 hard when it comes to posting progress gym pics because he does that every day. And as far as the reading, but it's great. And he did transform his body. The guy's massive now. Now, while gaining mass attention on social media, participants found it tough to stick to, but reports say it could lead to overtraining syndrome because lack of muscle recovery. But I will say that I've seen it in person. It works. 2 a days, every day for 75 days, drink a gallon of water, and the reading. It's bro culture, but it definitely worked.
Right.
Dead hangs. All right. So just hang from a pull-up bar as long as you can. Advocates say it could decompress the spine, correct posture, and transform shoulder health. You say yes.
I could see that working totally. I mean, decompressing the spine. People do that upside down with those funny machines, but you just go to the playground
and just hang
out.
I should be 6'3", and you know what? I just got a compressed spine.
Be 6'3".
That's what I should be doing.
You probably are, man. Let's go to the playground.
Yeah. I'll just hang out.
Just hang out.
Yeah, all right. I like that. And finally, Pilates. Evidence shows Pilates is great for flexibility and balance. You dig that?
I do. I like hot Pilates too.
Good for your boyfriend.
Add some steam.
So you're super flexible?
No, that's the problem. I haven't been doing it. I need to work on it.
You do need to work on that. Yeah. Get those legs behind your head. Every man enjoys that. All right. The myth comes from those say it builds long, lean muscles, not bulky ones, but and it's not true actually. A range of motion in joints and endurance are the biggest strengths of this one. So try Pilates, and those are some workout fitness trends that are actually backed by science that you can get into. That's all the time that we have for the show today, but I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the show. As always, tomorrow we'll continue to give out tickets for Shinedown. Herb Stratford and Mario will be joining us on the podcast broadcast. But until then, you enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
all right, who is Banksy?
Will come
You're about to find out.
To all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
But Banksy.com, it would read beef on Banksy. For years, I hid my identity while posting and creating prolific, thought-provoking art all over the world, which was worth thousands of dollars. Recently, my identity was outed, and based on my appearance, the value of my art went down. F my life. This is real. This is crazy, dude. Tell me about Banksy and how we know definitively who the man behind the art is.
Robert Gunningham actually changed his name to David Jones. So it's this 51-year-old street artist. And the funny thing is, back in 2008, Daily Mail found out his identity anyway. So this has been out for a little bit, but this solidifies it. It's kind of like, okay, we're revisiting this and we're actually showing you more evidence why this is actually
So it's
him.
not just alleged, it's for real.
It seems like this is a legitimate thing.
And this started in 2008, Daily Mail called it.
Yeah,
How did what was Daily Mail's reasoning as to why they thought he was the man behind the artwork?
They just did an investigation into who he was, because at this point, this is 2008. This was almost like the apex of his popularity, 2008 to 2012. So at that point, I mean, they're just being investigative journalists, and I think this is just what was going on, and they figured it out through a multitude of channels, and now they're revisiting it, and it seems like it's like a legitimate thing. So
okay, it's crazy because you look at him. Yeah, he's a man in his 50s, not necessarily in great shape at this point, but age gets us all for sure. And so once this started coming out and people are like, yes, this is Banksy.
Yeah.
What happened to the price value of all of his classic iconic works?
Just taking an S in the bed, I guess.
Nosediving,
right?
huh?
Yeah. It's like, well, I understand why, because that mystique is now possibly gone. And unfortunately, oh, look, it's this fat old guy, but he was young at one point and he still made really great stuff. So that shouldn't really do what's possibly happening.
Right.
Not saying that his value of the artwork is going to go down. It most likely will, just because of this. So we'll see. I'm curious to see if he's going to continue on, though. That's the thing.
For the reason why his identity was concealed was numerous reasons. One, this was street art, so a lot of times before it was considered valued, it was considered a crime. It was graffiti, even though it was well done graffiti. It was thought-provoking graffiti, but it was marking up private property, and so he was amassing all these little charges and potential fines. And of course, that would, come back to haunt somebody if his identity was out there. Now that his identity is out there, have they said there's any type of case against the man formerly known as Banksy as far as criminal justice or fines are concerned?
Not that I know of, but I'm sure that's coming at some point. I could see all these governments just rubbing their hands together, figuring out how they can get some of his money. So.
I hope not. I'll tell you one thing, too. A lot of his works are pretty impressive physically. He would have to get into places
climbing.
You have to climb and you have to physically get there. So I always thought a young, spry, mobile man, more like your body frame.
Right.
I for years, I thought you were Banksy.
Well, Don't go there, okay?
I'm not
Banksy, everybody. I promise. Wink, wink.
That sounds exactly like Banksy would say.
I've done my fair share of all that fun stuff, and you have to climb and all this stuff. And he was a young man at one point, and there's not saying that he doesn't have a helper doing all this.
Right.
Too. So
it's like, why don't you just post pictures of like you in the early 2000s, Robert, and then hopefully then your artwork will go back up. But it looks like we know the identity of Banksy after all these times, and it turned out to be like a nothing burger because I thought this would be like global news that we would talk about, celebrate, maybe any of that stuff, but it was buried.
No, it was actually out there earlier this week, but yeah, it got buried. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I guess it's stupid Iran and Epstein files and stuff like that. And I just wanted to know who Banksy was. All right, so that's FML news. Banksy getting revealed after 20 plus years, just to have all of his artwork go down in value immediately based off appearance. That's definitely an FML. Your emails coming up after Jelly Roll's Dead Man Walking on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Don't go away.
He Walters is the son of a bitch. Yeah, that's why I fucked his wife and got filthy rich. It's my dough. Stop stealing my dough. Stop disconnecting my video. It's my dough. Stop stealing my dough. Stop disconnecting my video. It's my dough.
Tucson's Rock Station. Rock 102.1